Hello everyone, and welcome to another video, and welcome to my first ever Ottawa Senators video. So we got a bit of a fun one here today. So I've been thinking about a lot of ideas for the channel, of course, and I was just sitting in my room and I was thinking to myself, what would a team of former Ottawa Senators look like out of players that are still playing? So that's something I do want to make very clear. I'm recording this video on April 16th, 2025. So every player that you see in this lineup in this video, they are currently still playing in the NHL. This is just a fun idea that I thought of, and this is something I could easily do for every team in the league, minus maybe like Seattle or Vegas because they haven't been in the league that long. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun idea, and this team is pretty stacked. This team looks pretty good. It's a little bit sad for me personally, just kind of looking through some of the players that the Sens used to have, and it's like, well, we don't have them anymore. Now they're off doing other things with other teams, so it's a little bit sad in a way, but this was fun though. So I had a lot of fun putting together this team. So we're just going to dive into it here. Now, I didn't really worry too much about what player was on what line and like chemistry and all that. I didn't really care too much about that. So of course, I've selected a total of 20 players. So you got 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies, which is a full lineup, of course. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it here. We'll start off with the forwards. So for the first line, and like I said, this team is looking pretty good, especially the right wing position. The right wing position is kind of insane, and the center position. So for the first line here, we got on left wing, Nick Foligno. And center is Matt Duchene, and right wing is Mark Stone. So that's a pretty good first line. I should have jotted this down while I was making this, but I think I remember which team every player is playing for right now. We'll see if I can remember. So Nick Foligno currently with the Blackhawks. Duchene is with the Stars, and Stone is with the Golden Knights. I mean, how about that for a first line, right? Like Nick Foligno, amazing leadership. Duchene, he's been lighting it up this season in Dallas. And Mark Stone is one of my favorite players of all time. I actually have a Stone jersey. It's not the one I'm wearing. This one's just a blank. Blank. I wish they would wear this jersey more often, but they don't, sadly. But yeah, I've actually got a Mark Stone jersey. So on to the second line here, still in the forwards. So left wing, Nick Paul, center, Mika Zibanejad, and right wing, Alex DeBrincat. So that's a pretty good second line too. Nick Paul, I've always liked him. Just a really good all-around player, very solid, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Mika Zibanejad, I know he's been struggling a little bit this season, but I've always been a fan of him. And Alex DeBrincat, I mean, he's a sniper. I mean, he just scores goals. That's all he does. So, of course, Paul is with Tampa, Zibanejad is with the Rangers, and DeBrincat is with the Red Wings. And I could be wrong about these teams. I guess if I am wrong, then I'll go ahead and throw something on the screen. But anyways, on to the third line here for the forwards. Left wing, Anthony Duclair. Center, Josh Norris. Right wing, Vladimir Tarasenko. That's your third line. That's pretty crazy. So Anthony Duclair, I honestly do not remember what team he is playing for right now, to be honest. I don't remember. I'm going to have to look that up. But Duclair, he's bounced around quite a bit, and I've always been a fan of him. He can fly, he can skate, that's for sure. I know he's had a bit of an up and down career, but I've always been a fan of Duclair. Josh Norris, man, it's just, I really wish things worked out differently with him. He could not stay healthy. I think he's still injured at this time. The time I'm recording this, I'm pretty sure he's still hurt. He can score goals. He can definitely score goals, but he just cannot stay healthy, and it's really unfortunate. And of course, Vladimir Tarasenko has always been one of my favorites as well. I have a St. Louis Blues Tarasenko t-shirt. Yeah, Tarasenko, I've always been a huge fan of him. So, Duclair, like I said, I don't remember what team he's with right now. Is it the Islanders, maybe? I could be wrong about that. Josh Norris, of course, just got moved to Buffalo not long ago. And Tarasenko, like DeBrincat, is with the Red Wings. I'm pretty sure he's still with the Red Wings. I'll double check everything. But yeah, on to the fourth line here for the forwards. Left wing, we got Austin Watson. Center is Jean-Gabriel Pageau. And right wing is Connor Brown. So that's a pretty good fourth line as well. So Austin Watson, he might be with Detroit as well, actually, now that I think about it. Do I have 3 Red Wings up here? I might. Austin Watson, just, you know he's going to give it 100% every night. I love his his physicality, of course. He's not known for offense, obviously, but I've always been a huge fan of Watson. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, man, I wish the Sens found a way to keep him. I've been a huge fan of him for, goodness, a really long time now. A proven playoff performer as well, as sadly he will not be going to the playoffs this year, because he is with the Islanders, and the Islanders are not in the playoffs. And then Connor Brown, very hard worker, not a ton of offense there, but again, I've always been a huge fan of Connor Brown as well, and of course, he is currently with the Oilers. So there's your forward group. That's pretty good. Like, it's just, and again, I find that so fascinating. That's why I want to do this. It's like this is a pretty good lineup here of teams or players that the Sens trade away or lost to free agency or whatever. It's just, I find this so fascinating personally. But that is the forward group, so let's go ahead and move on to the defense now. The defense is looking pretty good, maybe a little bit questionable here and there, but we'll get into that. So the first pairing is ridiculous. The first pairing, my favorite player of all time, Erik Karlsson and Jakob Chychrun. So how about that for our first pairing? So Erik Karlsson, of course, is with Pittsburgh. I've got... I have a Karlsson t-shirt, a Sens t-shirt. I've got 3 Erik Karlsson jerseys. I'm not even kidding. So that's a story for another video, but I have 2 Sens Karlsson jerseys, and I have 1 Sharks Karlsson jersey. So yeah, 3 jerseys and a t-shirt. He is my favorite player of all time, and it kind of upsets me that he plays for Pittsburgh now, but it's what it is. And, of course, Jakob Chychrun, he is with the Capitals right now. He's been lighting it up this season. I think he's got around, like, is it 20 goals right now? It's crazy. I've always been a fan of him. He provides a ton of offense. And, yeah, how about that for our first pairing? Karlsson and Chychrun. Now, the second pairing, this is where things maybe get a little bit iffy. So, second pairing, we got Cody Ceci and Erik Brannstrom. Again, like I said, this is where things maybe get a bit iffy here. So Cody Ceci, I have opinions about Ceci. He just, I don't know. He's solid, but he's had some issues in the past. Where is he right now anyways? I honestly do not remember what team he is playing for. Is it the Sharks? I forget where he is exactly. I want to say the Sharks. Again, if I'm wrong about any of these teams, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But there's that. And then, of course, Erik Brannstrom. Brannstrom, the potential is there, like, for more offense. So, of course, he just got moved to Buffalo recently. Or no, he's not with Buffalo. He is with Colorado, I think, right? I was getting confused with Jacob Bernard Docker. He went to Buffalo, but I think Brannstrom went to Colorado. I think that's where he is now. It's hard to keep track of where players go sometimes, but yeah, there's your second pairing, which is not bad by any means. Ceci and Brannstrom, nothing wrong with that. And then our third pairing is Dylan DeMello and Erik Gudbranson. So I like that pairing. Very solid 2 defensive defensemen. So Dylan DeMello, he is with the Jets right now, right? I believe he's with the Jets, and I've always been, I've liked him. He's just a solid defensive defenseman, right? And Erik Gudbranson, same thing, very physical. Gudbranson, where is he now? It's again, it's hard to remember where players go sometimes, but I don't remember what team he is with right now. I want to say Florida, but I'm probably wrong. I'm kind of quizzing myself. I didn't jot this down on my notes here. Maybe I should have, but I don't know. I want to say Florida, but I feel like I'm wrong on that. But anyways, On to the goaltenders now. So we got two goalies. So the starting goalie is Philip Gustafson, and then the backup is Joey Decord. Honorable mention here to Cam Talbot. I almost put Talbot ahead of Decord, so you can probably replace Decord with Talbot. Either option's pretty good. So Philip Gustafson and Joey Decord. I feel like the Sens, they let them go too early. I feel like they just let them go too early, because Gustafson, of course, is now the starter for Minnesota, and Decord, he's not the starter for Seattle. I don't think. I don't think he's the starter, but still, he's been posting decent numbers. I don't think they're that great. I think I remember looking at them. They're not that great, but um, yeah, as far as goalies go for the Sens, that, former Sens that are still in the league, it was kind of slim pickings. Like I said, Cam Talbot was an honorable mention, and there wasn't really anyone else I could find. And it is quite possible I missed somebody for any position. If I did, feel free to let me know in the comments. It is quite possible I might have missed somebody, but there you go, guys. That's it. So that is a team of former Ottawa Senators who are currently still in the league, again, as of April 16, 2025. And this team is pretty solid, like especially the forward group, like the centers, man, like Duchesne, Zibanejad, Norris, and Pajot for your centers. That's pretty solid. Defense is pretty good, goalies is pretty good, and I find this kind of thing fascinating to me. So like I said, this is something I could definitely do with every team in the league. I don't know if I'll do it with every single team in the league, but I had a lot of fun doing this, guys. So there it is. Let me know what you guys think of the lineup. And again, if I did miss anyone, feel free to let me know in the comments. It's quite possible I might have skipped over somebody. And if I got any of the teams wrong for the players, I'll make sure I put that on the screen at some point somewhere, which there's a pretty good chance I have. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I do have, well, like I said, I'm probably going to do this with at least a few other teams. I do have another lineup put together for another team, so do look out for that video. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.